On this episode of Beer, Blues, and BS, Kidder and I are joined by the local geek. It's going to be a bit of a short show. Kidder's on the road. I've had a bit of a week, and Junior is having a bit of a procedure. So, hey, we're keeping it short, but don't worry. It's going to be good. It's going to be a little angry, a little tense. Why? You'll see. But it's all in good fun. So get ready for, good times, good brews, good brothers, good banter, good badgering, good poking the bear. It's all fun, and you'll enjoy it. At least I hope you'll enjoy it. Please enjoy it. But right now, you're in a good place. Welcome to the show.
It's Howard Blues and V-Mark Kidder. Pour a cold beverage, pull up a seat, enjoy time with friends.
Triple B! Well, the Triple B sucks. Okay? Come on.
Whatever, man. This is Beer, Blues, and BS. Online at beerbluesbs.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Beer, Blues, and BS, the podcast that came in second place in a podcast lookalike contest. I'm your host, the living embodiment of Charlie Brown, Howard Blues, here, as always, with my co-host, the man, the myth, the legend, the Mark Kidder. Kidder, how you doing tonight?
Well, Howard Blues, I am about a computer geek's worth short of an internet connection here. As you can see, live out on location in an undisclosed location. And I'm not going to disclose that location because I won't be here when this episode actually airs. So, how am I? I'm thirsty. A little bit beat down, as it were, in the sense of things, just because, reasons. But a little bit happy because the Avs currently up 4-1 over the Oilers in the final game, regular season game of Zach Parise's career. Former Fighting Sioux player. So, there is that. You got a sneak peek. I saw it pop over there. Local Geek is hanging out too. Local Geek hanging out in the Townsmith Tavern. Is that what we're calling this place?
Yep. That's the official name.
And with that astute piece of wisdom, I think that it is time for everybody's favorite part of the show. Let's get drunk. No, sorry. What's on tap?
Wow. Nicely done. I'm not even upset that he stole my line. It's okay. It's good. It's good. Local Geek is the guest, and he hasn't said much, so hey, let's get him talking first. What you having tonight?
Well, that's a very good question. I grabbed a couple beers out of the old beer fridge from the mystery pack you gave me, and I haven't looked at what they are yet. So I'll pull the first one out of my trusty little bag here. I've got a Dave's Pale Ale.
Kidder, I think he might be pre-gaming. I'm pretty sure that can said Dale and not Dave.
Did I say Dave?
You did say Dave.
It's Dale's Pale Ale. I'm pretty sure you've had this before. Read the can, but when Dale started craft canning his hopped mother of a pale ale at Oscar Blues Brewery, the beer industry laughed. Then they cracked open a can, the original craft beer in a can. Dale's Pale Ale revolutionized the American craft beer world, and today it's still stomping the status quo and fueling adventures. It's a 6.5% alcohol. Not sure if this is a Ball Company or not. I'm not seeing a logo on here. Oh, there it is. It is Ball Company.
Yeah. I have had this on the show. I don't know if you have, but clearly it's angry.
A little bit.
It didn't like you calling it Dave.
I guess. I'm sorry.
Local Geek is clearly pissed off his beer.
That or it didn't like the dark bag that I stuck it in so that I could keep it discreet.
Yeah. What do you think of that Dale's Pale Ale?
It's not bad. It's got just that little bit of hop bite to it, but otherwise it's overall pretty smooth.
Good. Kidder, what you having? You look like a man who needs a drink.
Yeah. What gives you that impression?
The fact that you introduced what's on tap.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, it's a fun fact that you asked that. It's a good time for it, too, because I'm on wheels. Yeah. And look, I'm going old school with the Bud Light Platinum. Yes. Brewed for the night. I don't know which night, but it's this night. 6% alcohol by volume in this glowing blue thing. It looks so much cooler from my angle because it's illuminated in the blue here. But again, 6%. Tap into yourbeer.com. 12 fluid ounces in this, and Anheuser-Busch, 5.1 grams of protein. No, wait, hold on. Carbohydrates are 5.1 grams. Protein is 0.7 grams, and there's no fat in this. 139 calories. What? Okay, good. It's a twist off. Local Geek may remember off the top of his head, and if he does, that's great. If not, that's also fine. Is this the first platinum head on this show?
I thought it had been had. I just had the spreadsheet open, but I apparently closed it.
I thought it has also been had, but
it was early on, though, like the first 50 or so episodes. I do not have platinum, so.
Wow, a first! And you know what? I got this bad boy for 99 cents. Yeah, 6% alcohol for 99 cents. When did it expire? I don't know. We have problems, Cotton. It might be expired and I don't even know. But it's platinum.
Nice.
Cure what ails you is written on the bottom of my can.
Well, gents, for myself, on this.
Oh, yeah. Drunk, too, yeah.
Yeah, on this lovely evening, I'm pulling this out of my, of course, drink your paint water koozie. Because I'm only having one tonight, because tomorrow's going to be a bit of a day. Junior is getting his tonsils removed, so it's going to be a day. So I'm having one. This one comes from the Sierra Nevada Brewery. And Kidder would hate this. This is the Hop Bullet Magnum Edition Imperial IPA.
Magnum. It has extra large suck.
Yeah. So some other things that are written on this can. It is an ale. 9.5% alcohol by volume. Says the purest ingredients, finest quality, family owned, operated and argued over the Sierra Nevada Brewing Company out of Chico, California, and Mills River, North Carolina. I know I don't do it as well as Kidder, but that's yeah.
I stole it. I ripped it off. Probably
you did, but you do it so well, man.
30 other pages. No.
Whew.
Just until cops show up.
You can smell the hops right off that. That's gonna be good. I was wrong. Well, maybe. Wow. That was a roller coaster of tastes with this gentleman. Let's see if I can nail these as we go through them. So the first thing is a bit of disgust. Don't know why that's the first
yes,
flavor.
typical IPA. Yes.
But then it's followed by like IPA hops. But then a nice, like, very smooth, juicy aftertaste is like good. This is one of those things that's like deceiving beer. Because, like, you're going to have that aftertaste. That's the last thing in your mouth. And you're going to be like, oh gosh, that was good. I want another drink of that. Forgetting that the first real kind of take on this is kind of ugh. So it's like,
is that a mouthfeel
this is a
section?
Yeah, that would be the mouthfeel right off the beginning. It's got a real like ugh mouthfeel to it.
Just wanted to clarify for those who haven't been keeping up with the past few episodes.
Yeah, it's got a real to it, and then it goes hot. And it goes nice and juicy. I don't know how to feel about this. Local, I don't know how you're putting on the spreadsheet, but it's like a 0.5 followed by like a 1.5 followed by a 3.
All right, I'll see how I get that in there.
I mean, I don't know that tells you much, but it like gets better, like as it sits in your palate and such. But whoa, that first bit is just kind of a little on the rough side.
I forgot to give a 4.5 cookie rating. I'm sorry for that. And for the record, 5.
I'd rather give myself one. So.
For the record. By the time Howard got into his, halfway down line.
I'm going to give Dale a 3.75, I think.
Nice. Yeah. You know, Kidder, I was pondering that I think maybe the Triple B needs to choose a month. Pick a month, Kidder. Any month. Give me a month.
August.
Great, August. I think that we should make August IPA Appreciation Month and drink nothing but IPAs on the show.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Not in this universe. Not in the next universe. Not in the alternate timeline. It is not happening.
What about the Triple B cinematic universe?
Because that's like the Infinity Wars. IPAs are Thanos. You get all 5 gross flavors of pine together for the Infinity shit zones.
Pine, spruce, juniper, fir. I couldn't come up with like a 5th evergreen, but I think the joke explains itself.
Yeah, but you have more of them than I wanted to think about. That clearly, you are the instigator for the downfall of the universe.
Listen, I just enjoy a good bit of trolling. That's you know what we gotta do, Kidder? It is we gotta like wait until like the next time, because I know he's not gonna watch it. The Big D like texts me out of the blue and goes, "Hey, I can join the show," and I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, just so you know, it's IPA Appreciation Month, so you have to have an IPA." Although he kind of likes IPAs. We need to figure out somebody we can play this joke on. We need to get Lane back on the show. That's what we got to do. Although doesn't he also like IPAs?
Right.
Yeah, why is it that all the best people to troll like IPAs?
Because they don't have better sense of taste. That's why they're so angry.
This isn't as bad as the IPA I had. Was that last week? Before? Actually, I think it's the episode that's coming out tonight as we're recording. That one was pretty terrible. So, well, gents, I got a couple of stories to start off the show because I've had some things happen. The first thing I'd love to share is I have now entered that elite club that parents and only parents can ever join, and that is I finally ended up stepping on some damn Legos on the floor.
It's just Lego. Remember, the plural of Lego is Lego.
Yeah, well, anyway. I was giving Junior a piggyback ride into his room. It was dark. We were getting ready for bed. Stepped down, Lego right to the foot. And, ow, that hurts. I ended up having to, like, set him down and then limp out of the room. And he felt so bad about it because, like, he's like, "Oh, I hurt you." He then cleaned up all of his Legos, put them away. Like, oh, that's good.
There's a happy ending at least.
Wish you would have done that before I stepped on the Legos, but has that happened to you yet, Local Geek? Have you had the dreaded stepping on Legos?
I have. It is not pleasant.
It is surprisingly painful. Like that. Like, you know, every now and then you step on something hard and yeah, it's not great, but man, you step on those Legos. Mm-hmm. Oof. There. That's rough. That's rough. The other story, and this goes back to, hey, living embodiment in Charlie Brown. Kidder, I'm driving down Expressway. On my way to Taco Bell to pick up some dinner.
There's your first mistake.
And no, I like Taco Bell. That's good. I'm passing by what used to be a holiday gas station and is now a Circle K. And there's a couple of kids walking down the sidewalk. And I see them as I'm driving towards them. And the one bends down and then lifts, and you can tell he just threw something in the air. And I'm like, crap. Because I know my luck. And sure enough, about 5 seconds later, off the top of my car. I'm like, crap. You know, at this point, I'm like far enough away. Like, it's not like I can stop and yell at him. Do anything. So I proceed. I get to Taco Del Mar, and I'm driving. Like, I'm gonna get out. I'm finding like a dent in my roof. Get there. Get out of the car. Look at my roof, looking for the dent. What I find is a glob about the size of this blue tack of chewing gum, used chewing gum. And that is what they threw, and that is what they landed on my car. So I just had to go to Taco Del Mar.
Quite situation you got yourself into.
Yeah, I went in and grabbed a napkin and took it off, but it was just like, at least it was gum and not the rock that I thought that they had thrown. But still, it was like,
how did they throw the rock? It's a heavy guy.
Well, you know, he was doing it for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. So that's how my week is going. Other than being incredibly busy at work, we had National History Day, which was a great success. Today we had the site summit. I have been on my feet for like 9 hours. I am glad to be sitting here. It's been a very, very busy week. How are you guys doing? How are your weeks going?
Well,
hopefully better than mine.
I mean, I'm doing some things this way, and so that's been very taxing on my sanity and my brain. And so there's that. Had some alright food this week. Had some barbecue. Fantastic barbecue earlier this week. Watching an Avs game. They're playing a lot better than they had the past 2 games that I watched. So there's that. Howard is not watching, as far as I know. So that's probably they're doing okay. Also, as you know, I was straight at the restaurant texting Howard said pictures. I'm sitting there enjoying a 30, 4-ounce or something, 38-ounce mason jar of Bud Light. Pre-gaming for the Triple B. And I see flashing red lights everywhere, and I'm like, huh. Well, awfully close, and they're sticking around. Huh. I wonder what that is. Yeah, the Avs are getting on. Who cares? And then I hear some guys talking who had showed up not too long after I had sat down. And we're talking that the fire alarms had gone off in the hotel, and they kicked everybody out because there was some smoke in the hallways and whatnot. And I was like, oh, no, okay. That's wonderful. Wonderful. And I finished up what I needed to do. I had to come back here to do this show, and I keep looking at the TV over there, and they're going to commercial break. Still 4-1. Good guys on top, just for the record.
I just...
So, yes.
I was going to ask, disclose anything.
Yes.
Did you go to the barbecue place that I recommended to you?
Was that JD's?
Yes.
And yes.
I
forgot that you even recommended it to me.
Yeah.
It's a freaking barbecue.
Yeah. I recommended it to you, and I was just going to ask what you thought of it. But that's...
Yes. So, yes. And the service was fantastic. Server was very nice and personable, especially because I went there by myself. So there's that. Had a good meal. Had the ribs and the smoked chicken. Delicious. She actually, kind of talked with me. So I'm like, this is for my first time being at this restaurant. So what's your thoughts on this? And she kind of asked, what I like. And of course, I like the ribs. Got to have ribs if I want some barbecue, maybe some pulled pork, or the smoked chicken. So she's like, go look to see what's really good looking today. She was thinking the brisket, and then she checked, came back, she's like, the chicken, ribs, good choice. I'm like, yes. So I had baked beans, bam, hit it with some of that hot barbecue, hit it with some of that regular sweet, boom! Tasty reaction. Nice smoke through. Local Geek knows this, that when you get to meat here, and then you get the smoke, the little redness all the way down in to the meat. So there's only like this meat, much meat of that's gray to know that's done. When you got a good piece of smoked meat, and everybody likes their meat smoked well. And it was. So, just for the record, it was good. So yeah, JD's was good. But I was across the street enjoying some buffalo wings and chips and salsa and my big mason jar of Bud Light. It's kind of awkward, I have to say. Like, I like the big glass, but it's awkward to drink because you feel you're kind of like, right. It's very awkward. So, fire trucks came, lights were flashing, and the dudes next to me were over here apparently when it went off. That's why they left. They're like, well, we'll go to the bar because at least the alarm isn't sounding over there. And I was like, oh, you guys are staying over there too? Yeah, all right. So when it was time to go, I'm like, well, I'll tell you guys what, if I come back, one of two things is going on. One, the hotel is no longer there or is still burning, or two, the alarm is still going off and I need more drinks. So if I don't see you guys, it's not a slight against you. Appreciate the conversation. Have a good night. I'll see y'all later. And I'm here, so it's not burning down. So there's Small victories, Howard. Small victories. Yes, and if I remember correctly, the restaurant that I went to is where we went about 21 years ago.
Nope. No, the place that I took you is a place called Sanford's, which is
Tonight.
also located in the place that you are.
That's where I went tonight.
Ah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Sorry. You're
I don't remember all this shit on the wall. There's so much shit everywhere.
Your internet got a little glitchy, so I thought you were still talking about JD's. I'm like, no, I didn't take you there 20 years ago. But
well, you know, you have a good point, because at JD, there's a bunch of shit on the wall there too. Like a bicycle here. There's a road sign over there. There's shit everywhere there. Yeah. So, I have to say something about Sanford's though, because on the cover of their menu, there's a big old macro shot of some tasty looking ribs, nice saucy barbecue ribs, and I'm like, no, maybe I'd go for some of them ribs. Opening the menu, I don't see the ribs. How much ribs are on what's on it? So I don't know if there's on the menu or something else. I didn't ask. I was like, I need some chicken wings, maybe some chips and salsa, because it's not an exorbitantly high price item, and good. The beer, by the way, the like 38-ounce beer, $4. So
Nice.
Best value on the menu. Best value.
You know, the thing about Sanford's is, even though like it looks pricey, when you actually see like the amount of food that you get, it's okay. That's the only place I know where you can order a whole loaf of onion rings, and I mean like size of a loaf of bread, loaf of onion rings. That's a lot, and not like the big like overly battered like ones. We're talking like the thin. It's a lot of onion rings. Yeah.
Nice.
They also do. Have you ever eaten at a Sanford's?
I haven't.
You'll have to go to try. There's a couple around. There's like in Rapid City, Spearfish. This is where Kidder and I first went with it. And I, growing up in Spearfish, we ate there every now and then. But yeah, it's got a very much like a junkyard feel, like through it. It's not like an Applebee's where it's like, yeah, there's stuff on the wall, but it's kind of classy old stuff, you know. No, we got junk on the walls and such. But they
and Blues Brothers stuff.
Yeah,
and an ice cream.
But they have that too. My favorite thing that they have they're called Freddy's, and it's like they've taken a potato and like cut it like twice long ways, so they're like these thick cuts of potato, and then they deep fry those. Excellent, but filling. And you got like, you know, if you get like your burger with Freddy's, it's like a burger and like 6 Freddy's, which is really like a burger and 2 potatoes. So it's nice. It's like the place. I used to eat there growing up and such. So I always enjoy it for just kind of the nostalgia of it.
Nice.
So I see Kidder rolled away. Because I think he's done with his drink.
Thursday over here.
A local geek, are you close to round 2?
I'm getting there. I was gonna cover my week quick too, since.
Okay, well, you cover your week, and then we'll hit everybody's second favorite segment of the night.
So my week actually started about a week ago.
It's been a week. Since a week.
I'm gonna make Kidder a little jealous with this one. I smoked some ribs on last Friday, and made some
All
cornbread
right.
muffins with them.
Did not get a text or a call on that, so I'll remember that.
So I was pulling the cornbread muffins out of the oven, and I touched the rack.
That's what you get because you did not call the other two people on this podcast. So the universe told you something. It's a reminder. Yes. A reminder.
After that, on Sunday night, we got home, and it was pretty warm on Sunday, as you guys know, and heard the
What is perfect?
Heard the air conditioner compressor running outside. And great, the house is cooling off. Walked inside, and there's not anything blowing out the vents or anything. Then checked out the furnace. The furnace wasn't blowing any air out of it. Found out that the motor went out on us.
Oh, perfect.
So it ran the compressor for about 4 hours with no air movement from it.
Sweet.
Yeah, spent a bunch of money on Tuesday was when they finally were able to get somebody to look at it. But it's all working now. Thankfully, the days that it wasn't working were the days where the temperature was about perfect to keep the house a comfortable temperature. So,
Yeah.
Lucky.
right, last time my furnace went out, it was like 20 below outside. Thankfully, they were able to get here the same day, but the house got down to about 50 degrees before they got here.
It's brisk, baby.
So that's on the floor.
No, not Lipton.
I mean, I do have risk.
This is why he doesn't bring us ribs and cornbread. Okay, this is why.
You're blaming me for this?
100%, yes. Because he's been to my house several times. And I like giving him things when he comes to my house. Then he usually brings me things, too. But he clearly didn't do it this time because of that.
Because I brought the gift of comedy.
Is it, though? Is it comedy?
I mean...
No, I had family in town for those ribs. Otherwise, I probably would have shared.
Oh, okay, family. Just don't mind us third-rate citizens over here. That's fine. It's fine. Not like I stopped at a local establishment to pick up some mystery local surprises or anything. Not I even sent that photo. It's fine. I get it. It's okay.
You keep rating him like this. It's just going to make him make that IPA he's been threatening to make all the more sooner.
That's fine.
The meat's about ready to come out of the small fermenters.
And I'm just going to...
He has the option to do that. And here's why. Because if he brings it, great. I'll take it. I'll happily take it off his hands. I'll be joyous about it. I'll be, oh, yeah! Yeah, number 5, baby! Woo, woo.
Man, he's excited about that IPA.
He is excited about that IPA. Wow.
So I will take that IPA and I will wait. It will be chilled in the fridge. It will get the power. I will pay the electricity to have it chilled. I'll come on this show and then I will have a place to pour it out live. Right into the garbage.
Here's the fun thing, Kidder, to think about. Not that I'm giving the local geek ideas.
Zach Parisi, baby! Zach Parisi.
But the local geek doesn't put labels on his bottles. So he just has to bottle them. As long as he knows, he could just for the next year, every time he brings you a beer and calls it a homebrew, it's actually just the IPA again.
Yeah, he could. He sure can. But maybe the ultimate joke would be on him because I just pour them all out for my homies.
But you wouldn't know until you had that drink.
That's fine. I will take that challenge.
Well, on this, what's going to be a very ruckus edition of the Triple B, it's time for everybody's second favorite segment of the night, and that is What's on Tap? Round 2. Drink! Kidder, what you having?
Another 99-cent platinum, baby. Yeah. I'm glad I saw those in the 99-cent cart because, well, everything else was expensive as shit.
Yeah. Good.
And this is it because I have to get up in the morning and do things.
Mm.
This, I know that you really don't care or know, but this whole page is what I'm supposed to remember for tomorrow morning. So
That's quite a bit. I'm sure you'll get it. So, local geek, reaching into that mystery bag of could be anything. What you pulling out this time?
This one's actually not in the mystery bag. It's in a brewmate. It has a black lid, so I'm interested.
Oh, I know what it is because of the black lid.
Ooh, it's the apple pie wild sour.
Yes.
That is exciting. If I remember right, this one was reviewed quite well by everybody who's had it.
So far, yes. So interesting to see what you think of the Distill Brewery's Wild Sour Series Apple Pie.
It smells good.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, that's good. That's really good.
See,
It's almost got a caramely flavor at the back end of it. I like that.
yeah, the mystery six packs, they bring joy and sometimes tears. It's all good.
usually tears.
Hey, there's good stuff in there.
I'll give this one a 4 out of 5.
Usually tears. I think I actually enjoyed that one too, which was a surprise.
I'm pretty sure you did.
It was a surprise to me.
Well. So you know, it's not a surprise at all, Kidder.
That I decided to eat at A&W today for lunch because I haven't had A&W in years, and I needed some of that A&W root beer and cheese curds.
No, that's not surprising. Wait, I said, but it's not a surprise. Yep, you're right. Sorry. I had originally this raid. Sorry, I had a great idea for a transition. To tell you,
Are you drunk?
No.
Are you drunk?
No, I'm just tired, exhausted, and ready to introduce your least favorite segment, Dad Jokes of the Week.
All right, I'm gonna watch the game.
Well, that's no fun.
Yeah, this is great. This is the best game I've watched this month.
So, for those who are new to the show, somebody gifted me this book. I read 4 dad jokes every week so that, hey, you can share with friends, who appreciate dad jokes, unlike Kidder. So, our first joke of the night. Why do cows wear bells? Because their horns don't work.
Thought they're from hell because they're hell's bells. Yeah, improv.
Why don't ants get sick? Because they have little antibodies. Yeah. What do an apple and an orange have in common? Neither one can drive.
Orange, you gonna say banana?
No. What is black and white and red all over? 2 nuns in a chainsaw fight.
Wow.
Tell you,
Thought it was
the book goes dark every once in a while.
surprising because I was going to say your face after reading more of these.
I got one that's right up your alley, Kidder.
Great. Let's drive up.
What does rap music and scissors have in common? They both lose to rock.
Yeah, rock. Yeah. Very good.
Good. Yeah, so there you go.
That was one I can tolerate.
Your dad jokes of the week. Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, ribs. He sends us pictures of the ribs. What a dick.
Did he send us pictures of the ribs? I don't know.
He sure did.
Yeah. When'd you know it? It's pictures of ribs. And white powdery substance on an electric scale. There's that too.
Yep.
Local geek. I'm concerned about you and things that you're doing at your house, especially with a juvenile present. So I just want you to let you know that I'm concerned, okay? That's all. Nothing to worry about. Nobody's going to kick in your door at 3 o'clock in the morning ever. Just, you're fine.
It's okay. It all went into the mead. I'll share it with you.
Listen, bribery and whatever this code word for me is, I don't know if I could be a part of it.
So, Kidder, we know you're watching a very good Avs game. You've been watching anything else over this past week? I know you've been busy, but...
This week I've been busy. Watch a little On Patrol Live. Had some time to watch that, catch up a little bit. It looked like Coach Jared Bednar was just drinking a Coors Light behind the bench. I don't think it was, but it looked like a Coors Light bottle. So that's interesting.
I mean, he's got to hydrate.
He's up 5-1. I mean, he's like, well, let's...
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they can. You know what I mean? But, there's that with 3 minutes left in the second.
I mean, I don't know that they can't. We need Rude Boy Kyle on here. We need to ask him if there's official rules about coaches drinking on the bench.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Let's see. I mean, what have I watched?
Well, you're pondering that.
Gold Rush. Gold Rush Whitewater. Very good. Enjoy that series. Dave Turin has a new gold finding series on Discovery. I have that recorded. I actually watched Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania live.
Wow.
I watched Raw and AEW live this week for the most part, which reminded me why I don't watch them live. Because I didn't want to pay attention at all to most of what was happening.
I was going to hop in since we were talking about, things you can't do in sports. I know you don't follow basketball, and I only bring it up because it's an interesting piece of news. I'm going to try to remember the player's name. He's actually a pretty good player. I believe it's Jordan Portnoy. Has just received a lifetime ban from the NBA because he was caught gambling on the games, and that breaks their official rules, including apparently telling one other gambler to give him the advice to bet the under that Portnoy would, underperform in a particular game, the guy placed a bet that if it would have paid out, would have paid him about $1.5 million.
Oh, dang.
And unfortunately, DraftKings didn't take the bet. They flagged it as suspicious. And it would eventually lead to, 0.9 being caught. And it's raised a lot of discussion about gambling and sports because a lot of these teams, these franchises, are getting in bed with the old gambling companies because you can make a lot of money off the advertising. And people were worried about this sort of stuff happening. And here we get the first story of it. So interesting kind of news. So I just wanted to share that. So, but anyway, Local Geek, have you been watching anything of interest?
I haven't really been watching much of anything in the last couple of weeks. We've been pretty busy with just general everything.
That makes sense. I have not been watching much either, but what I have been watching, I've been going back and I've been watching, or at least while I've been sitting down here, I've been doing kind of quite a bit of modeling in the evening. I've been watching old Achievement Hunter videos because this is the week, gents. I think actually today, at the time of recording, is the official closure of Rooster Teeth. They are no more. Their studio was shut down by Warner Brothers. Achievement Hunter was something that I enjoyed watching for a number of years, and they actually had closed shop about like 6 months ago. I didn't realize. Most of the principal people who had been part of Achievement Hunter had moved on to other projects, and the 4 cast members who were left decided they wanted to do something different that didn't fit into that, so they created their own show, which got about a 6-month time frame and now is closed. But that's what I've kind of had on in the background while I've been hobbying, just watching some of the old Let's Plays and kind of just, being a little bit on the nostalgic side because it's, I watched their content for a number of years, so it's a little sad to see them go. What have I been watching? Kidder's already given us a hockey update. He's given us a wrestling update. Man, we hit kind of all the main news. So I'm trying to see. I don't think we've even gone.
Dave McKinnon is tied for most points in a franchise history.
Wow.
So if he gets a point in the next game at 139 for the tie.
Well, let's hope he gets it. That way Kidder would have something else to celebrate about.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, Zach Breezy scored a goal.
So let's see.
How awesome is that, right? Former Fighting Sioux getting a goal. His final regular season game in his career. Getting a goal.
Yeah.
Oh, also, the Arizona Coyotes officially are headed to Utah.
Yep. They gone.
Now.
Yeah. Also, Kidder, in interesting hockey news, it was announced I think it was yesterday. And I know you hate when I bring up wild news, but hey, this is an interesting one. Marc-Andre Fleury signed a 1-year contract extension with the Minnesota Wild. The Flower will continue to play next season. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, everybody makes mistakes.
Truthfully, I like the Flower. I know he plays for the wrong team, but
yes,
just some of the things I've seen him do, and just kind of how he is as a person. I like the guy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so
Good
maybe
guy.
you should play for the Avalanche.
Don't think that's gonna happen, but
That's not my problem.
I mean, look, at
I just
least,
have to say these things.
Hey, I'll put it this way. I'm not worried about the Wild. It's not like they're a threat right now, or last year, or probably next year. But
Or ever.
yeah, I wasn't going to go that far. But
I would Because how many cups have they won?
I feel like all of the cups on the commemorative cup night. How's that?
Yeah. Plastic cups they can take when they go golfing early, as they didn't make the playoffs again. Shots fired.
Shots are fired. Kidder's a bit on the punchy side. You get that Bud Light Platinum and Kidder, and he's just like, all right, let's put up the Dukes. So, let's see. I'm not going to ask about video games because Kidder's been busy. This just might, yeah.
Or 20.
Oh, hey, there we go.
Whatever the frick year we're on.
How is
24? Of course, Cale McCarr, the game on that cover. Well, I bought the digital version, so it's on the thumbnail. And I'll eventually buy one of the sealed copies when they go down to like $10. But the controls are trash. I freaking hate the controls. You cannot change them to something that is better. It is absolute garbage.
I was just about to ask you if the game is as bad as the review said. So,
the controls are fine. Terrible. The commentary, fine. The controls, it's so bad that within 3 minutes of trying the first to play an exhibition game, I wanted to whip the controller out the window.
It's amazing how like those games have gone downhill. And it's like,
it's basically the same game every year.
Right. So how do you screw this up? Hey, we have
they want to make it slightly different, so they change the controls. Like, we got these innovative controls, and it helps you make you feel like you're playing the game. No, I want to push X to hit. I want to press A to switch to players, and I want to press B to hit people. Let me just hit people. That's what I want to do. I also had, I don't know how many 5-on-3 penalties. Like, that's just cleaning house. And he won't be back for the rest of the game with an injury.
Kidder's inner Canadian farm boy is coming out. He just wants to hit somebody.
When she dug on there, when she get on there, go up there and hit the stick, eh? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I actually have some video game updates as well.
Oh, good. Save the segment.
My son has actually started getting some interest in some other games. We've been playing Luigi's Mansion lately, Luigi's Mansion 3. And, of course, he makes me fight all the ghosts when they appear, but he's really enjoying running through the mansion and discovering all the gold and the gems and all that stuff.
Nice. We've been on a little bit of a video game break. My kids got in trouble, so my wife took away video games. So haven't played much. So we'll see.
Whoa.
Video games have been
I'm sorry, I have to say this. 1.2 billion with a B $1 sale to the Utah Jazz owners for the Coyotes. $1.2 billion. Sorry, it showed up. I hadn't heard the money. That's unbelievable.
And this is why the Triple B will never own a hockey team.
We barely own this show. How are we still on the air? Because YouTube is a free service. That's how.
What are you talking about? You own this show? You got Rum Rock and Rumors and
no, we don't own that show.
Scotch and Scuttlebutt.
Whoa. We don't have any affiliation to those two way more successful shows. Because if we did, we would have way more fame and viewers and money. Okay? Local geek, calm down. Simmer down.
All right.
We also have a slight interest in whiskey whispers and waltzes.
Women.
What about IPAs,
Whiskey whispers
Indies, and
and women.
Idiocracy?
Woo!
I didn't hear what you said.
Now you've gone too far.
I said, what about IPAs, Indies, and Idiocracy?
Too far.
Yeah.
We can't own that because nobody wants to see that.
I don't know. Might do better.
Yeah, with how popular that garbage is.
You'd get all the hipsters watching you.
Yeah, we don't want that.
I don't know. They'd watch for at least a little bit. You know, we at least get our views.
7 seconds. That's their attention span.
What's the minimum to count as a view?
One click.
I don't know. I haven't dug into that. Or the algorithm quite as much. Man, I missed that mold line too. What the hell, Howard? What the hell?
What you painting?
Not painting anything. I'm trying to assemble some models. Having a little bit of a hard time with it. One, and let me just say, here we go. Here's I don't know if it's a rant or a don't do this or a Howard's hot take. For the model companies out there, stop putting spikes on shoulder pads.
They don't care.
Because every time like you go to glue the model, I have to kind of hold on both shoulders to hold the arms in while the glue sets. And you get these little spikes, like on this guy here. And again, of course, it's going to be hard to see. They have spikes on the shoulder pads, so it just digs into your fingers. Like if you can see my finger there, it's all, looks like it's aerated lawn. Oh. But
Almost looks like sat in the bath too long on what I saw.
Yeah, it's a little hard to see, but I'm just assembling some older Privateer Press miniatures. They are actually, right now, it's a bunch of Creole warriors. So basically trolls in kilts. So just having fun assembling those. Got some that are the caber tossers.
So JS Gunslinger, you're saying?
I mean, this would be the army of JS Gunslinger.
Yeah.
I will say, and I don't know, I'd have to look it up again. When I bought these, my original plan, because again, kilts, I had the tartan pattern for the tenant family and thought of painting them up to have the tenant family colors, but I don't know that I might still do that. We'll see.
You talking the two colors of the pinstripe suit, one from the future, one from the past?
No, David Tennant being Scottish actually has a Scottish family tartan kilt pattern.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's cool and all, but I was thinking you'd be cool to have that.
Well, you know,
It's fine.
yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. You do you. It's fine. I'm just gonna sit here without anything else to drink. It's fine.
Kidder's getting mopey over there.
No, I'm not mopey. I feel there has not been enough passive aggressive on this show. So I just want to share a little passive aggressive. No, it's fine. It's fine.
What are you doing? Getting reps on your passive aggression so the next time Big D's on here, you're like all tuned up.
So here's the details. The team will play as a new franchise with a new name next season. They started as the Coyotes in 96-97. Formerly the Winnipeg Jets. That was the franchise in Winnipeg that moved to Arizona before that. Now headed to Salt Lake City as the headline or the mainstay for where they will play. Again, they will still be a team in the 24-25 season at a location in Salt Lake City, again for billions of dollars with a B. And I'm just kind of pissed about that because we could get direct flights to Phoenix for cheap. We could get cheap hockey tickets to see them play. I'm pretty sure I talked about it on this show, but the game that I attended in Phoenix a few years ago, I had second row tickets, second row behind the Avs bench. They were $175 a piece. That was with the fees and everything, I guess. And they included the all-you-can-eat and all-you-can-drink, including hard liquor and beer and wine or soda. So for $300 and change, I had second row seats at an Avs game in Phoenix in December, wearing just the sweater, enjoying a game, and having, I think I had 18 beers that night. So you do the math. That's what, $180 in beer by itself? And then I also had the food, right? So there's that. There's another like $50, right? So we more than made up the ticket price for the sales price there. And of course the Avs won like 6-1 or 6-2, something like that. It is a beer six bench clearing brawl right in front of where we were sitting. So that was even better. And I got to see Tyson Jost play. Yeah. Now I don't have that option because there's no direct flights to Salt Lake City. And I don't want to go to Salt Lake City in December because it's about as cold as it is here. So why do I want to go there? I don't. Now I have to go to Vegas and watch the Golden Showers play, and I don't want to do that. But I haven't been to their arena yet, so I guess there's that. T-Mobile.
Derek, did you just text me?
Why did you send another picture of the ribs?
Ribs.
I didn't.
The same picture of the ribs. Why?
Mine only shows the one picture and then the one that Howard sent.
No.
Although Howard's is showing two copies of his picture as well.
Nope. Mine are two
that's
slightly different
photo.
pictures.
It's a different photo.
Oh, I've only received
Look at that.
one.
There's more ribs. Same ribs.
Wow.
Same ribs. Come on now.
I don't know what's up with that. I could send you some different ones.
Well, I see different ones. I don't know. My eyes are glazed.
Local Geek's like, why am I on this show?
I mean, to be completely honest, Howard and I ask ourselves that question as well. So he's not the only one on the show.
I mean, I'm glad to be here. This is,
Are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
A good spicy banter-filled episode. That's why you're here.
Well, no, I'm glad to be on the show any night. It's
Now he sent a different picture of the same ribs when he put them on. Another rib picture. I'm about to revoke your rib privileges. Done.
That was before they got sauce.
I think we're being ribbed with ribs, Kidder.
Yeah, seriously. I'm out of here.
Well, on that saucy barbecue note, Kidder, if it makes your night feel better, I may or may not have glued my fingers together.
Summer night. Again?
Maybe. Possibly.
Good God.
Listen, it happens.
I am listening. That's all I do on the show. I listen to you back. and watch you glue your damn fingers together, sober or not.
You know, I was going to say, for the audience, you didn't know this, but, like, JS was supposed to be on this show, and, like, he keeps cheering for me to glue something to my fingers every time I'm drinking on the show with him. And he's going to be upset because he didn't show up on this time, and he missed it. I glued my fingers together. Show up, JS. That's might actually happen. You never know.
Hey, I got a question for you guys. Have you guys
32.
Have you guys been participating at all in the downtown burger slam? Have you heard of this?
No.
No.
Oh. It's a thing Sioux Falls has been doing for a while, and the manager from the Blarney Stone brought it up to the Downtowners Association and suggested that Bismarck try doing one. So there's 8 restaurants participating: the Blarney Stone, Peacock Alley, Jail Beers, Jousting Lemur, Jimmy V's, the Fire Pit, Mabel's All Day, and Peacock Alley.
You already
All
said
have
that.
a unique burger that they're selling for the month of April.
My
And,
choice,
they're all competing for the best one.
Fire Pit. That's who wins. Fire Pit. Hands down.
I haven't tried theirs yet, but I am looking forward to theirs and Blarney Stone's. Blarney Stone is doing a braised short rib burger, and then the Fire Pit, of course, is doing a smoked cheddar burger. Mabel's All Day had a fantastic burger as well. Theirs is my
I just
favorite
love
of
the
the
Fire
ones
Pit.
I've had so far. I do too. They make fantastic food.
I have never been to the Fire Pit.
Son of a.
What?
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
On my way. I'll meet you there.
But
right.
I'm not sure if I'm going to make it to all 8 of them, just because we're approaching kind of the end of the month already, and I've only had 3 of them so far.
You're going to have to get on it. I mean, you're going to have to report back. We want to know.
Right.
Which one's the best?
Like I said, at this point, Mabel's All Day is my favorite. We're trying Blarney Stone on Saturday, and I definitely want to get the Fire Pits tried out too.
Yeah, see, you got goals, Sam. Goals. How on earth does this thing go together?
But we're going to be out of town next weekend, so that makes it a little bit tough.
Yeah, I could see that. I had not heard of this. Sounds interesting. Hopefully,
They said
hopefully it goes well and they'll do it again.
Yeah, they said in future years they're going to do it earlier in the year, like January or February, just because those tend to be the slower months for the restaurants. So it's something else to try to bring people in.
Well, you know what? Hopefully they'll do it again and we'll know about it and maybe we'll participate, We'll have a little official Triple B scoring,
There you go. Yeah, keep our own separate scores from the city and see how we line up.
Yeah.
At the Downtowners
Well, clearly
Association.
ours are going to be better. Obviously.
Yeah, because we're the Triple B. 3 beers and we're pretty good.
I will say, though, I had the one from Jimmy V's this afternoon for lunch. It was a pepperoni pizza burger that they did. And they topped the bun with garlic, like chunks of garlic on top of the bun. It was really good.
Yeah. That kind of ruins it for me. That's a bit much because I don't like the overpowering, punch you in the face garlic. That's
the more
that's
garlic,
a bit
the better,
much.
in my opinion.
Well, we know that you're not a vampire, so that's a plus. Howard, do you remember where we had that pizza? It was a garlic pizza, but it was just strewn with garlic cloves. I don't remember if you were there or if it was Rude Boy and Nico, but and as I'm walking myself through this and talking about it, I think it was in Grand Forks and at the pizza place in the Cannon Inn. I think it was there, and it was a garlic pizza. Maybe Nico and Curtis, but it mentioned that it was garlic something in the title, but cloves of garlic this big and probably almost 100 of them on this pizza. It was way too much. It was kind of disgusting.
I kind of want to try it.
Me too.
Okay, Triple B, going on the road, going to Grand Forks. Kid, are you in?
I doubt it.
All right, Triple B road trip to Grand Forks has been canceled. I'm sorry, everybody. Oh, yes. Yes. Well, gents, I know this is a shorter show than normal, but, I got a big day tomorrow. Kidder's got to hit the books, got to memorize all those answers and all of that. So on that realization that, you know what, it's time to wrap this show up. So with that, Kidder, hit us with some passive-aggressive cheap plugs.
Well, why would I do that?
Because I'm now making this a challenge. Go.
Of course you would.
Yep.
Kel McCarr has the most points by a defenseman in franchise history.
You see, by passive-aggressive, you're going to just troll me. I get it.
Maybe. Avalanche have lost all 3 games to the Jets in the regular season, and that is who the Avalanche play in the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs in the 23-24 season. So we'll see. Oilers play the Golden Knights or Kings in the first round. Apparently it hasn't been decided yet, so we'll see about that. Yeah, all right, cheap plugs. I normally have some fun things to show, like a pint glass or perhaps a sign or a bumper sticker with beerbluesbs.com and our classy logo on it. However, no, that is not, no, that's the Cave of Wonders. You're showing the wrong things. You're doing the wrong damn thing. Stop it. Stop it. Bad code. No sticks tickly. There it is. There it is. Local Geek finally showing the right sticker. Beerbluesbs.com.
I got you.
On the website. No, that's Howard's Cave of Wonder. I haven't talked about that. The hell was that? Some voodoo symbol? You put a freaking hex on me? I hope you didn't, because I already have enough. No, stop it. I don't. Okay, yes, there. I like that sticker. That's a good sticker. The man, the myth, the legend, Mark Kidder. I don't know about that bottom one, though. Is that a golden graham? It's a biscuit. Why do you have a biscuit?
Why
a s'more?
Little biscuit eraser.
Eat it. Let's see what happens.
No.
Do it. No. I dare you.
No.
Yeah, the finger. That's what I have to say about you not eating that biscuit. And now deviled horns. Okay, great. Fantastic. It's the Chupacabra, not to be confused with anything that Taco Bell has on their menu.
Hey, you wanted product. We're giving you product. I can also actually give you devil horns, but that's
that is not our product. We do not sell that. We can't sell it because somebody else has it copyrighted. Why would you do that to us? You're selling other people's stuff. You don't even sell our own stuff. Come on. That I can go with. Yes. The 2022 Stanley Cup champions, your Colorado Avalanche. Yeah. Spicy chicken? Those, I had those, and that was not a good week. Dale's with googly eyes? Okay. Well, that appears to be the end of it. So beerbluesbs.com, that's where you need to go. Our official website. Help us out there. If you've stuck with us this long, thank you, and I'm sorry. Number 3, visit streamlabs.com/beerbluesbs. And please subscribe. A little as $1 per month can help quench our thirst. We're thirsty podcast hosts. We're starving podcast hosts. We're trying to keep this thing going. So again, please help us out, because helping us helps you. You have content to laugh at and dissect. And that's important. So please help us. Streamlabs.com/beerbluesbs. Aside from that, we are on all of the audio platforms: Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, IMDb, Player FM, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Amazon Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube Podcasts, probably more podcast services for the audio version. So search Beer, Blues, and BS, and then you can help us out. By the way, Howard, I got at least one subscriber in person this week by throwing out the things of the Triple B. So a big thanks to Tristan. If he sees this, drop a comment, give us a thumbs up or something. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that. There's a shout out for you. Let's see, what else can I tell you? We got shirts, we have pint glasses, we have stickers, shower curtains, lots of stuff. Swimsuits even, if you want a onesie or something like that. Hit the beach. Show off those guns. Things like that. You can do that if you'd like. BeerBluesBS.com or Streamlabs.com/BeerBluesBS. YouTube has our video version, so if you've made it this far, thank you for doing that. And join us again next time for another quality episode of the Triple B. That brings us to our final thoughts, and Local Geek has been pondering for a solid 5 minutes. It looks like he's got something to say. So, Local Geek, what do you got?
You know, I did have a final thought, and I can't for the life of me remember what it was now.
It's a good final thought. Thanks, Local Geek. We'll be looking forward to not tasting those IP future.
Oh, I got meat
right.
coming for you, though.
Yeah, that too. Okay. Howie Blues. Live, loud, and in Triple B Blue. What do you got?
Yeah, I don't think I've mentioned this on the show because there's a little bit of a media embargo on it, but I think we're far enough past that I can mention. Just want to give a huge shout out to my site supervisor at the Ronald Reagan Minuteman Missile State Historic Site. He received the Governor's Award for Tourism, the Heritage Award for Frontline Staff, a much-deserved honor. If you haven't checked out their Facebook page, please do. He just got done with a Fallout week. He did a bunch of Fallout-themed posts in kind of anticipation of the new Fallout live-action TV series. Those are awesome. But he's currently in a much-heated contest with the National Minuteman Historic Site down in South Dakota. They've been playing Battleship back and forth. It's getting intense. So, hey, go Oscar Zero. You win that game of Battleship. Bring it home.
They are in it. They're commenting on each other's posts. They're ribbing each other. I feel like this is the start of World War III.
It's awesome. And if you haven't checked out their page, go do it. Because, if you have any sort of interest in Cold War history or just want to laugh at it, it's great. He does an excellent job. He greatly deserves that award, and I'm so happy that he received it. So I can't think of a person who deserves it more. He's only the actual second person from our agency who's ever won the Governor's Tourism Award. So it's pretty impressive in that sense. So that's my final thought. A little shout out, a little congratulations. Yeah. So I think that brings us to the end, Kidder.
Oh, I guess that is probably the end for this show. So we should wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
because then people can get on with their day and we can get on with another week and go from there. Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you for joining us for this and every edition of Beer, Blues, and BS. Remember to keep your glass at least half full so you don't end up like me wanting something else to drink. There's free beer tomorrow. And yes, we will catch you on down that 100-plus mile Tuscon Island. Have a good one, and we'll see you on the next episode of Beer, Blues, and BS. Go Avs!
You have been listening to a UA production of Beer, Blues, and BS. If you enjoyed the show, help others find out about it by rating the show or leaving a review at your podcast listening service of choice. Thanks for listening, and may your glass never be empty. UA Productions presents A Glimpse Behind the Curtain.
Yeah, it's all right.
They don't expire till September. It'll be fine.
I mean, we got time. We got time. Yeah.
Wouldn't be the first time we've had something that's past its best by date on the show.
Yeah. There's like a whole series where I was drinking like summer beers at Christmas time this year.
Well, I've got 2 beers out of the mystery pack you gave me set aside right now. I haven't looked at what they are, but I've got them set aside.
I mean, I'll put it this way. The mystery pack is not meant to be like, terrible stuff, or it really was, and I think I've said it before on the show. It was stuff that I bought some variety packs at Christmas time, and I didn't want to just drink all of that for like months on end. So I'm sharing, but to make it interesting, it's a mystery. But like, if you go back kind of from about Christmas on, you can kind of figure out some of the stuff I gave you.
Sure. I figured it'd be fun to grab random and not know what I'm having on the show. So,
I mean, that was supposed to be part of the fun, just to have something different. So that's how I look at it. But nothing in it is like scary. I mean, it just might be that there are beers of varieties you just might not normally drink or enjoy.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that.
No. The show is about trying new things, different things.
Well, what I got for you, it's something different.
Yeah. It's a kidder. It's got kind of a loud background going on. What you got?
A loud background?
I mean, at least I can hear that you got like a TV on or something.
Maybe.
The kidder's also quite loud.
Well, you're welcome.
It's those hotel acoustics.
Yeah. The acoustics in here are great. You can actually
the ones at the left.
hear me. I feel like taking one of the other lamps as well, because then, you'd be able to see me better.
I mean, I really think the only way we'd be able to see you better is if like we painted the wall behind you a different color. You kind of blend in a little bit.
I should have brought my light.
You should
brought
have
my light from home, because like this isn't going to work.
No, there it looks like you're being interrogated. Where were you on the night of the 23rd?
Not here. I made the mistake of telling you what the score of the game was, because I should say that was my mistake. But I know that it affected things because Edmonton scored. So obviously somebody was then looking into things.
I wasn't, but here's what happened, Kidder. And because you sent me the picture of the bar, and I'm like, oh, it's the bar. Oh, hey, it's the Avs game. And I started just scrolling in, like zooming in and zooming in and zooming in. I'm like, oh, hey, we're winning. Great. So that was the mistake. The fact that your picture of the bar had the Avs game on.
Why are you such a mistake?
I mean, listen, I am the living embodiment of Charlie Brown. So JS was joining us as well, you said?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
I wasn't sure. Kidder told you I was coming, so.
He told me that you were coming, which I appreciated because then I could send you an invite.
He's saying that he does not want to send JS an invite. That's really what he was saying.
No, I also sent JS an invite. I'm just saying, I always feel bad when you don't tell me, and it's like
free good beer. You don't like JS because he brings you free bad beer or malt beverages, however you want to look at it.
I do not ever regret the beer that Derek brings me.
Sounds like you have regrets.
There's nothing but regret from the stuff I have drank from JS.
You know what my other regret is about this tonight is that I don't have OBS on this computer, so I can't record the multi-view.
That's okay. We're kicking it old school.